Bitcoin ATMs. These things are popping up everywhere.
They are increasingly being used by scammers.
If you answer yes to any of them, you're likely being scammed.
Money laundering, drug deals, and money mules. Cryptocurrency ATMs have been making global headlines for the wrong reasons.
It's time for the cryptocurrency industry to step up.
Now Australian authorities are intervening.
I'm only worried about people being victims of scams. We're worried about drug purchasing and other money laundering activity happening through cryptocurrency ATMs.
As banks crack down on scams and money laundering, criminals are turning to crypto ATMs, which turn cash into digital currency in online wallets.
Australia is certainly a very key target, given that we have high levels of savings and wealth.
The machines are found across the country in places we all visit, from shops to petrol stations. In 2019, there were just 23. Now there are more than 1,800. AUSTRAC analysed 3 months of crypto ATM transactions from 9 operators and confirmed the machines are being used in scams and fraud.
We're concerned that it could be as high as 1 in 10 illegitimate purposes in these transactions.
The financial crimes regulator estimates $275 million is moved through the machines in a year across 150,000 transactions. 99% were cash deposits. The majority of users were aged over 50, accounting for nearly 72% of all transactions by value.
And it does match that cohort of the population that are being targeted by international scammers.
The ABC understands AUSTRAC has traced some transactions to scam hotspots in Asia and Europe and linked them to organised crime networks. Last year, Robert, whose name we've changed for privacy reasons, unwittingly became a money mule after applying for a job he found online. He was sent money by a fake UK employer and told to withdraw it and redeposit it using a crypto ATM.
I just followed her instructions, and then that went on. It took me probably about a good half hour because I've never used those machines before.
Robert laundered thousands of dollars for overseas criminals before his bank flagged suspicious activity.
When I got the notification, then I was thinking to myself, maybe these people might be into something a little bit, fishy.
Just shows the proliferation of them all throughout Australia.
In just 12 months, Australians lost at least $3 million to scams involving crypto ATMs.
I'm aware of a particular case where an elderly gentleman was involved in a romance scam type situation and unfortunately was convinced to part with $1.4 million.
Make sure to insert one bill at a time.
Cash that goes into them is almost impossible to recover.
This is organised cybercrime. They're incredibly well drilled when it comes to their scripts and the way that they will manipulate us.
While in countries like the UK, crypto ATMs are banned, here in Australia, the regulator AUSTRAC is imposing new conditions on operators, including $5,000 limits on transactions, mandatory scam warnings and stricter reporting obligations. It's also refused to renew the registration of one crypto ATM owner, Harrow's Empires. The industry says most users are legitimate traders with little choice but to bypass mainstream banks.
One of the challenges that Australians have is if they want to buy crypto, sometimes their banks won't allow them to buy crypto, so they have to withdraw cash and then they can go to a crypto ATM and they can buy crypto that way.
AUSTRAC says broader regulation is needed to stop the ATMs being misused by scammers and criminals. Would that still make it a profitable industry to be in for the operators?
Well, I think no one's been able to crack the code of how to stop scams. The biggest banks in Australia haven't been able to completely eradicate that risk.
A lucrative industry on notice.